G'day Hexes, Havoc here. Today I'm going to be looking at my top 10 rares from Doombringer. Let's get in there. Alright, so first up we have the Dreamsmoke Diva. She's an evasive troop, she has Spell Shield, and she has a very nice Rowdy effect, Rowdy being the new mechanic in Doombringer, that when you play a card of higher cost, so in this case this card, the Dreamsmoke Diva, is a 3 cost, play something of 4 and then it will trigger the effect. Then she will increase in cost, so she'll become a 4 cost. Then you need to play something that's 5, and so on and so forth. So this card, thanks to its Spell Shield, there's a number of cards that can deal with it, but if it goes unchecked, it'll quickly generate lots of value. So definitely confirmed, guaranteed to blow your mind. I am very much a fan of this card and look forward to using it. So next up, we've got the Brilliant Annihilix. So this card is a really nice double socket, major and minor. A card that can only be blocked or targeted by non-prismatic cards, so major pain in the butt for mono shard decks, and can also be obviously a pain in the butt for dual color decks if they don't have prismatic removal or answers. But yeah, there are a number of ways to deal with it, but yeah, definitely a really strong card, and there's some gem examples there of what you could put in the major socket, and there's plenty of other choices as well. But yeah, that's a very powerful diamond rare there. Next up, we've got Soul Severance. Now this card here, it's incredible. I mean, there's nothing else that needs to be said. The art's incredible, the card's incredible. I mean, it's just going to generate all these little guys here. Really, I don't think there's anything that needs else to be said, so, definitely a great card. Let's move on. Next up, we have another Blood Diamond card. It's the Lilygrove Warden. Very, very nice card. Definitely, I mean, all these cards are pretty much limited bombs. Everything on this that you'll see here are all limited bombs, but this one here is another really great one. As if it doesn't get removed itself, you can just trade off all your troops and just generate evasive threats, all those yummy phantoms, and yeah, works great with rebirth troops. Lots of constructed possibilities as well. Yeah, just really, really awesome, and more great art as we're seeing with pretty much all these cards. Lots of really good art. So here's another good one. This reminds me of Side of the Sun from earlier sets, and I expect to do a lot of broken stuff, just like I did with Side of the Sun with this guy. So you can definitely expect to see him in constructed quite a lot, I would imagine. But yeah, you can play multiple things in the one turn. You can technically do more than what Side of the Sun could do, potentially. You don't get the life gain that Side of the Sun provided, but who cares? But yeah, a lot of potential with this guy. There is also a alternate art, which is this here. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I guess things are about to get pretty rowdy. But yeah, so that's that guy. So yeah, I'd expect to see it a lot, and that's the alternate art there. Don't know where that comes from just yet, but we'll find out in the future. Next up, we have the Totem of Voidstar. It's a quick speed effect that it has here. You can pay 1 to discard a card to give it flight and lethal, allowing it to trade with most things. And also obviously the evasive effect to make sure you hit in. Pair this up with the discard. We got a few examples here, and you'll be able to start stealing from your opponent's crypt, which is pretty damn good. Obviously, if you're using random discard, you can potentially steal some of the stuff your opponent doesn't want you stealing, or if you were to use it to targeted discard, that can lots of implications there. But yeah, pretty damn nice. There is also a alternate art of this, which is seen there. So yeah, pretty awesome art again. So next up we have the Wayfaring Sharpshooter. This guy is pretty damn sweet. Again, they're all limited bombs. This one is really good. Just being able to take out either multiple troops by himself. Playing him at quick speed on the defense, you can take out 2 small attackers, or even take out a big guy by doing the 2 damage trigger plus blocking to kill something with 4 toughness. And then obviously you can also use it on attacking as well. So just, yeah, really lots of value there represented for the 1 card, and quick speed obviously super nice. So yeah, next up we've got the Rapacious Rootworm. I don't know if I said that right, but either way, Rapacious, I don't know. Great with Deathcry troops. You can, even as something as simple as a Blight Bush, you can sacrifice a bunch of dudes. Grow this while drawing cards. It's also got Rebirth, so you're really going to want to have Void removal to get rid of this guy. I mean, there's other options as well, but yeah, Void is a good one. It, however, can get out of range of things like Winter's Grasp if they don't get their answer in time, if that's one of their answers. But yeah, just another really solid card that can generate a big threat in itself, while also generating card advantage, provided you have these sacked outlets. So next up, we've got the only removal I've put on my list, and that is Gold Boots. So it's a pretty sweet. A lot of people are probably going to remember things like Solitary Exile. It's pretty much the same thing, except this has Rowdy. So you can keep voiding things, provided you can keep playing, you know, play a 4 cost, play a 5 cost. You can, yeah, do a lot of voiding with this. You can get it out of hand completely. So in limited, it'll be absolutely bonkers, as I mentioned there. But yeah, pretty damn sweet, and a great card to bring in either, you know, from your reserves, or even play it as in game 1 and then taking it out for you know, game 2 in constructed. Unless of course you're against colors where they don't have constant removal, well, then just leave it in. But yeah, pretty damn good. So now we're gonna have a look at oh, okay, there's one more. So that's Scour the Archives. How can I not include it? You know, in Immortal, you can use this sucker with Replicator's Gambit to just grab your Gambit target for all the fun, which, you know, who doesn't like that? But yeah, first use, just a simple cantrip, or you can, you know, put it into your crypt, or maybe it gets milled and then you've got one in hand, then you're happy. Then you grab any card you like, so pretty damn sexy. So there's also the alternate art of this, which is the Bananamancer, and he's found the Scroll of Flambe. So yeah, it's good stuff. I like the alternate art there, but yeah, definitely an awesome card, and I look forward to using that one. But yeah, let's look at some honorable mentions. These are the ones that I mean, I picked out all the rares, and I was like, all right, which one am I gonna make in my top 10? These are both, you know, these are both really good. The reason Heart of Agony didn't make my top 10 is that paying 3 health is quite a lot, but it is 3 charges. So I mean, this is gonna fit in several decks, you know, where you want to get your charge power quickly and you're happy to sacrifice that life. I don't know if running 4, I mean, certain decks will, but it is, yeah, can add up to a lot of life if you just get unlucky and draw too many of these. But yeah, definitely Crackling Vortex on steroids with a bit of a downside. So then we have Zomboyz, which is a card that was in my top 10, but I've taken it out because I'm not actually sure if that Rabbit has to trigger even if there's no targets. That's what I'm not sure about yet, but because, you know, you don't want to have to not attack if the field's open with this guy. I would imagine it might not trigger if there's no valid targets, which is good, because then you can hit in for 3 damage. But either way, it's a bloody sweet card, and there's a lot of possibilities with this guy. You know, getting back Replipoppers, anything with Deathcry deploy with this is very nice. But yeah, there's also an alternate art which looks freaking badass, so there it is there. Guaranteed to wake you up, Fatal Fuel. Yeah, it's pretty damn sweet. Next up, we've got the Radical Rocksurfer, which is just a really, really good, you know, value card. Really good limited card. Not as good in constructed. I mean, it's still really good. Has to be answered, otherwise you're going to get a free Boulder Brute. But, yeah. Very, very strong card, giving a free Boulder Brute. That's a lot of power for 4 cost. Then we have the Lilygrove Shambler. By itself, the stats 3-5 for 5 with the Life Drain. That's fine. But then the ability, you know, in the right deck, you know, in limited it's a bit tricky to pull this off, but you know, there's ways to do it. But you know, you do have to sacrifice another troop. So I mean, if it's the only thing on the board, fine, you don't have to sacrifice anything. But you know, lots of possibilities there, and pretty damn sweet card. Let's get on to the next ones. Falling Fangs, just a great sideboard card for Artifact or Constant Hate. You can get in 4 damage potentially. You know, a bit of a downside is that it can be stopped. But so you have to, you know, choose your time wisely when you want to, you know, get this out there to use it. You're going to get in 4 damage, and then you're going to get rid of an artifact or a constant. So really nice. The Rotjaw, just really good value represented here. Really not much else to say, but yeah, it's got Rebirth, got Deathcry trigger, pretty damn nice. Also an alternate art there for Falling Fangs. So you can see them dropping down there on the Frostring Arena. So they've got some dynamite in hand. It's pretty cool. Next up, we've got the Soaring Cataclyst and the Spiritual Servitude. These are both really nice. Yeah, obviously Soaring Catalyst is a 2/2 fly, which is great, you know, especially for 2 cost. And then you can get all your other troops in your hand, you know, fly. It can target the same troop again and again, which, you know, it's not something you're gonna want, especially if you keep hitting like a 6-drop. But you know, it's really good, and very much so in limited, of course. Spiritual Servitude, yeah, buffing all your troops and giving rebirth, and quick speed. Quick speed is the kicker there. If that wasn't quick speed, wouldn't be as good. But quick speed, that's pretty damn awesome with lots of possibilities. So that's another good one. Lastly, we've got the Iron Inquisitor, which I like this one. You know, fits in a, you know, you want to put it in a discard deck. Does have a you know, restrictions on it. Opponent does have to have 3 or fewer cards in hand, but you know, you do have there's many cards where you can discard multiple cards in, you know, with the one card. So you could fairly easily get this started, and then once it gets going, you could get multiple Candleghasts here in the one turn, which you know, yeah, pretty cool. I expect to see some people playing with this card. I'm gonna probably try it out as well. Really nice artwork with, yeah, all the art we've seen here, just amazing. But yeah, pretty much I think that's it. That wraps up my top 10 and with some honorable mentions. So yeah, thank you for watching. Check out my previous videos and other videos. I'll have top 10 commons and top 10 uncommons as well. But yeah, that was the look at my favorite rares there. A lot of really awesome stuff. Can't wait to play it, and I'm sure you guys can't either. Feel free to comment below with what cards you like. If there's anything I've missed that you think should have been on the list, feel free to let me know. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Take care.